Feeling good?
Great.
So we saw a surgeon, Dr. Meister, recently. He was very pleased with his progress and thought that he was progressing very well per his protocol, and he's excited with what he sees at the moment. Looking around 6 months for recovery. Usually the main concern is the healing of the tissue that they've repaired. After that, then they look at the range of motion, and after the range of motion, then they look at the strength and the stability of what's going on in that joint. This little cup here on the bottom of this bottle. And so this is the shoulder blade. So like if it's your left shoulder, it'd be sitting like this, right? And so then this is your humerus. And so it sits on that bone, and it's not really that stable, right? And so what there's this thing called this labrum, which goes around that bone to help make that socket deeper. So now the bone sits in there without moving. Well, when Mondi dove, he did what is called a subluxation, where it comes out and it comes back in. In the process of that, what happened was the labrum that was around there ended up being pulled off of that bone, so it was loose. So then the doctors ended up going in and doing surgery on that, and what they did was they tacked it back down with sutures down to that bone so that it would heal back to the bone. The next step or next stage that we're going to do with Mondi is around the 8-week mark, which he'll be able to start doing some jogging or like what they call foot to ground contact. And that'll lead to another recheck with Dr. Meister in January, and we'll continue to progress as long as the doctors are comfortable with what they're seeing with the response from Mondi's shoulder. So we're doing a lot of lower half, a lot of core, we're doing a lot of work capacity buildup, everything that we can do in a creative way to stay within the boundaries of the protocol that the doctor's given us. Mondi's really been motivated ever since he had the first hiccup last year, around July. He's worked really hard. He's wanting to be a top-tier player, and with seeing the results that he had from doing the exercises and then having the injury again, he's really pushing his body to be as complete of a player as he can. The benefits of him being here is we're able to push him to his limits and be able to address the concerns and the needs that we feel that he needs from an organizational standpoint, which puts us in a great spot going into next year. He's brought his brother back to kind of help work alongside of him and to give him a little taste of home, because he's given up his off season and his time at home and his time with his daughter. I think he's really excited about the young club and kind of being a part of that young club, and he's working really hard so that Kansas City can really enjoy their baseball next year.
I want to thank the fans for the support. My recovery is going great, and we're ready for 2020.